y'all. There we go. Alright, we'll turn this a little bit. Oh, I thought we were over winter, like it was about to be spring. They lied. They lied to us all. Anywho's and Heimer. Let me let this go out a little bit. So for those of you that are watching the replay, I am Elisa. This is Heart of Inspiration. Welcome to my newcomers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad that you're here. And those frequent flyers, buckle up. Good morning, Mr. Here we go. I've not been on to actually read for y'all in a little bit. Good Lord. Jesus. That will change tonight. I promise. So I'm gonna get, when I get home from work tonight, I'm gonna get a bunch more of the March's readings out, and then get online and do a little chit chat reading. Oh goodness, it's so much better. Okay, but I want to talk about being true to yourself on my way to work, because this does have a lot to do with a lot. Being true to yourself. We cannot manifest. We cannot manifest great things in our lives. Hey, good morning. Oh, I know I'm just jumping around. Okay, wait, let me see. Maybe won't jump so bad if I plug this up. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. We cannot manifest like the most excellent things in our lives, or the oops, I'm trying to get it so it doesn't bounce so much, guys. All right. Or our true, what's really to be our true, how can I put this, reality, if we're not being true to ourselves. Okay? And sometimes being true to oneself seems to be in conflict with other people's truths. Okay? Sometimes the intersection of our truth and other people's truths sometimes appears to be in conflict with each other. I forgot my race today. And when that happens, you have to make a decision at that moment. Am I going to continue to be true to myself, or am I going to acquiesce to the other person's truth? Good morning, Triple G. Good morning, Lucky Sprite. Now, I will say this: if the other person's truth intersection, if the other person's truth is actually going to elevate you, and you can step outside of it, because the conflict and the rub is uncomfortable, and it is like, this is what we not fixing to do today, honey, right? This is what we not fixing to do. In the words of Miss Lollipop's tarot show. So sometimes you have to look at it and say, okay, I know I've been rubbed. I know this is a little harsh, or I know this doesn't feel right. Good morning, dear. I know this doesn't feel right. Is it though good for me overall? If learning this lesson is going to serve the purpose of elevating me to a higher sense and a higher knowledge of my own truth, or is it going to be, or is it actually detrimental to me living my life in my truth? And sometimes, beloveds, we can't make that decision snap right away. Sometimes you have to let it sit and let it marinate for a hot minute. But most times, I quiet your mind long enough to let your spirit speak, you'll know immediately whether or not this is really for you, or you know what I'm saying, like whether or not this person really that their truth should be incorporated somehow into yours, like pieces of their truth, or whether or not your truth needs to stand alone. And I can't tell you whether or not 100% or 50% or 75% of the time you're going to let the other, you're going to incorporate the other person's truth. I can't say that because I don't know where you're at, specifically on your truth journey. I can only speak for my truth journey. And honestly, I try to find a little bit in any situation that I should learn. But in all things, I stand in my truth. In all things, I'm being true to myself now, because I value myself, my truth, my purpose, my plan, my contract, my deal I made when I came here in this lifetime. I value that greater than someone else's need or someone else's truth. And that sounds so selfish. Yes, it is. It is wonderfully and beautifully selfish. Sorry for the interruption of the stream, child. I could not be true to myself. I could not have ever gained or become even remotely successful had I not started being true to myself. I would not have stopped or being true to myself, like actively being true to myself. I could not have stopped self-sabotaging my life, because I put everybody else's needs, whatnot for. I didn't value mine. I changed and altered what I felt my truth was to fit the person's situation, and to fit that person, to make sure that that person got what they needed because I was good. Right? I kept saying, well, I'm good, I'm fine, I've got this, that, and the third. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be sure that you're good and you're fine. And oh, you need this, and oh, you need that. All the while, I'm still needing to work on my own issue. Yes, I understand. Yes. But now that I'm being true, actively I am actively being true to myself. Actively. There are just certain things, if this man don't slow down, he all in my literal behind. And you know what? Now I'm going to make you mad. I'm going to live my truth. You don't need to drive this darn fast. You shouldn't be running late for work, honey. Oops, hold on, y'all. Hold on, boo-boo. Now, y'all, I can't read these comments, unfortunately. I'm going to try to look at them a little bit later and read all these live comments. Okay. They're going to be all right here, get to work. Y'all should have left on time like I did, and so you would have to be driving up nobody's behind. Now, that's my truth. Go ahead on, man. Go ahead on, dude. Go ahead on. Go on. Lord have mercy. Anyway, okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. That was a momentary. And he gone. What he doesn't know is there's a policeman up there about 2 miles. So now he's riding down this road at 80 miles an hour. He's fixing to get pulled over. But that's what he don't know. We'll just see it a little bit. Anyway. So now that I live actively my truth, okay, actively, I have noticed that the level of success, the level of abundance, the level of peace, all those things that we were talking about yesterday, I have found that the action of living in my truth, being my truth, has put me in manifestation mode. The act of being in my truth has put me in peace mode. The act of being in my truth has put me in love mode. However, being in love mode, peace mode, and manifestation mode, and my right mind, because, ooh, that's good. Because if you're in manifestation mode, why? Because your mind is always manifesting the next thing. Your mind is off the next part of my life. This is the next part of my life. Oh, is that Mr. Wonder? How you doing, girl? This is the next part of my life. The next piece to the puzzle. So I'm in my right mind. Because I'm manifesting my best life on a regular basis. Now, living my truth has brought forward a life of abundance, right? A life of abundance that is at this stage of the game